everyone, welcome to Toy Break, episode 157. I'm Aileen.
I'm George.
And Toy Break is your weekly internet show all about the wonderful world of toys, including but not limited to news and reviews all about designer vinyl, action figures, collectibles, events, how-tos, interviews, and whatever else we can get our hands on and bring to you in said wonderful world of toys. First off, thank you so much. I want to say thank you to everybody who sent in the well wishes and their kind words and thoughts and condolences on my father passing last week. So thank you so much. Words do not describe how much he will be missed. And I can't believe he's not watching Toy Break anymore.
It's weird.
We lost a fan. We lost our number one fan.
So tell a friend, because we need a new fan.
Yeah, so in honor of my dad, in honor of Bob Doherty, please go out and tell a friend to watch Toy Break. Hey, he'd like being used as a shill, as a propaganda.
He would.
Whatever. Ooh, we should make stickers. Is that creepy?
Yeah.
That could be creepy. Let's thank our sponsors, like BitBots,
3D Retro,
Paysaber,
Grumpy Bert,
Tenacious Toys,
Urban Rascal,
Fuzzy Balls Apparel,
Happy Panda Toys,
Mini Cassette Tees,
Tilted,
and Time Bandits.
Thank you.
Thank you. And don't forget to go check them all out on toybreak.com. Left-hand side of the page.
True.
It's that easy. Do we have something happening right now?
The Pico and Wilshire Lava Edition contest.
It's almost over.
It's an enormous 2-figure set with a $170 value, limited to 98 pieces, and one of them could be yours, courtesy of Joe Ledbetter. Thank you, Joe. To enter, simply draw your own version of Pico and Wilshire, post it on the forum. The deadline is...
like right now.
Right now, so do it.
Deadline's March 2nd.
That means we're picking a winner soon, so that's good.
I'm picking something soon.
Sure are.
We also have a poster available featuring artwork generously provided by Monster Forge, aka Charles Marsh. You can pick one up for $5 over at toybreak.com, $2.50 shipping worldwide. Go check it out. They're really cool.
Yes, thank you. Let's get on to some stuff.
Let's get on to some stuff. We are breaking it up a little. We have some interesting things and tidbits that we wanted to have been lying around that we want to bring you this week. So instead of our regularly scheduled program, let's check out a review of the Kid Robot and Stone's Throw Records Quasimoto. This was sent in by Drew Hokenga. I am so sorry if I messed up your name.
Seems good.
Hokenga?
Hokenga, seems
Drew.
right.
Drew did it.
Let's just say Drew.
Thank you. So thank you, Drew. Let's go see what he has to say.
Alright, before I get into the figure, I have to say thank you to Roto Fuji for shipping amazingly fast. $5 flat rate shipping, and it shipped in less than a week. I think it was like 5 days. It couldn't have been any more than 5 days. So, thank you to them. Amazing shipping. Let's go buy their stuff. I also got this in today from American Apparel. Their stuff's usually expensive, and I don't really like it, but I like this, and it was 17 bucks. So it was like a normal shirt price, so that was cool. I got both my packages in today. So yeah, another thing before I get into the actual figure of the box, so you can see what it is that I got. Kid Robot Stone's Throw collaboration. This is after they did the Mad Villain figure back in 2007. The one for Quasimoto, which is the character made up by Madlib. You can go look him up. There's a lot of his songs on YouTube, and you can go look up stuff on Wikipedia on Stone's Throw, an explanation of who he is. But yeah, it's artwork by Jeff Jank. I don't know if he was the one who did the original drawing for Quasimoto. He might have been. I'm not sure. And then I thought this was funny. It says right here, Quasimoto figure, a brick of cigarette, ramen noodles not included. I thought that was funny. The Lord in a box is a reference to in songs. Sometimes calls himself Lord Quas instead of Quasimoto. So this is the yellow version. There's a blue version. I couldn't find any numbers of like what the actual run was of them. The only thing I could find was that both colors were the exact same number, so you can get whatever color you want, not worry about the other one being more rare or whatever. And they're both the same price also. They're both $50, which is what they were when they came out back in 2009. so price hasn't got up or anything. Roto Fuji still has both up for the same original price. But yeah, here he is. He is 8-inch tall vinyl with only 3 points of articulation, arms and head. I thought the waist was articulated, but that's just a line that they put there. But yeah, I do admit that this is kind of something that, like, the only person who would buy this are probably people who know Quasimoto, or know Stone's Throw records in general. Maybe not even like Quasimoto, but they like Stone's Throw, so they bought this off Stone's Throw's website because they had pre-orders up there when this guy first came out. But I think that this is something that's really cool that even normal toy art fans could like, because he doesn't really look like anything. Like, he looks really original, especially if you get the blue. The blue will stand out really good. I like yellow because the character's yellow, so I wanted to get the original character color. The brick fits in his hand really nice. There really isn't any paint on here. I don't know if the yellow is paint, or I don't know if it was just the yellow vinyl that they used, but in any case, it seems like the only paint is the eyes and nose and the cigarette. And the sculpting is really cool because if you look, you can see that, like, there's divots and like bumps and stuff, and it's like the surface isn't even, which if you look at pictures of him, it looks like he has like fur, like they drew him to make him look like he's not, like, it's hard to explain, but like if you, maybe this will, I can't really see it. If you Google search him, you'll see what I'm talking about. But that's a nice touch that it didn't make him completely like smooth. As a fan of his music and as a fan of Stone's Throw, they did a really good job with this. I don't really think they could have done this any better, and especially having two different colors. I think that was really awesome. So yeah, this is, if you're a fan of his music, go buy the rest of them that are on Roto Fuji, because I'm pretty sure that's the only place besides eBay that actually has them, and has them for the original price that they were at when they came out back in 2009. So you definitely need to go get the rest of these guys. $55 shipped. I mean, with how fast these sold out, that is an amazing deal. So, and even if you're not, he's just a cool figure to have. He'll stand out unique against all the rest of your collection, so I recommend you go get these guys. You'll buy up the rest of them, especially if you're just a fan of awesomely made stuff. Yeah, I wish I could have gotten both colors, but I didn't have the means of getting both, so I had to go with just one. But yeah, something else that's cool, I put the sticker on my laptop already, but the package, it came with a sticker, it came with a business card, and it came with just a bunch of other random stuff. I thought this was cool. I'm a fan of Frank Kozik, so I thought this was cool that they threw this in here. It shows where it is, where the show is. Yeah, this is a show by Frank Kozik. That's promotion for it. There are a couple other random things in there. Excuse me. There's a thing for their Twitter, and there was some other random little thing. But yeah, and this came packaged in packing peanuts, and they also wrapped the box in tissue paper. So I thought that was nice. That was a nice touch. But yeah, go buy the rest of them. These are awesome figures. Hopefully I'll be able to come back with another video relatively soon, but I don't think I'm going to be able to, but hopefully soon. So yeah, thanks for watching.
Thanks, Drew. That was awesome.
Good.
It's just nice to have other people, see other people's reactions and get their opinions on toys. It's not all about us, people.
It's not.
Yes, it is.
What else should we roll?
That beautiful bean footage?
I think that's copyright, probably.
Oh.
Let's not say that.
Okay.
I had some time to sit down with a friend of mine named Justice Joseph of a company called Valerian Resin. And they are responsible for bringing you the statues from George R.R. Martin's beloved books, A Song of Ice and Fire book series. So let's roll that and see what Justin has to say.
Let's roll the
about
beautiful
that.
Justice footage.
That's what it is. We're here today with Justice Joseph. We're here today with Justice Joseph.
3 years of working together, and you can't get my name right.
Sculptor extraordinaire, and what is this, project manager? What do you want to be called for this?
Art director.
Art director.
Yes.
Of the, how do you say it?
Valerian resin.
Valerian resin. Now, what Valerian resin is...
Valerian Resin is a company formed by me and my partner, Jed Haig. And basically, we handle prototyping and the licensing for George R.R. Martin's A Game of Thrones and A Song of Ice and Fire series.
Now, you actually made these a little bit ago, but we're finally getting around to getting you here on the show, on the couch.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming over.
Well, because you live in the 818, you know, it's a little prejudiced against that area code.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I understand. But this is very timely with what's happening right now with HBO.
Absolutely.
And you were kind of ahead of the game. I mean, you've been a fan of the book series. I remember working with you. You listened to it pretty much daily for a while.
Yeah. Well, it was going around the studio. It was being traded between this and that, and it finally made its way across my desk, and I sort of got obsessed with it pretty fast.
And then that brought you into hunting down and getting a license, meeting George R.R. Martin.
Yep.
And there were 3 characters you produced.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and tell us a little bit about tell the names on them while I show that picture.
These are the 3 main characters of the first book, and the characters are Eddard Stark, Daenerys Targaryen, and Sandor Clegane.
That sounds funny.
Yes.
And then there's also...
These are the variants as
variants of each of those characters.
Yeah. The variants were a limited run in comparison to the normal versions.
Now, all of this stuff, is this available on your website currently?
Yes.
There's variants as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, here's some of the work. This one was sculpted by Whitney Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
And this is Daenerys. So I'll hold that up and show you. But you can also go to valerianresin.com and check out better pictures of all these as we're holding them. Why these 3? What was the...
These are pretty much the main characters of the first book. And they're the most established characters, pretty much. You follow 2 of the characters through the entire series. I don't want to spoil anything, but one of the characters doesn't make it out of the first book.
Nice.
I'm not going to say who.
So, get the books. I guess the biggest thing is you sculpted these before there was a TV show, or before there was even any kind of imagery. So what did you have to do to come up with these characters? Like, you basically invented what they look like, right? I mean,
pretty much. I mean, we were lucky enough to be able to work with the author pretty closely on this, and so we were able to get pretty close to his vision on each character and get it to his liking. It took a little research of historical fashions and time period pieces and stuff like that. But all in all, I was pretty happy with this project. I thought they came out really as I envisioned most of the characters in the book while I was reading them.
Okay. Now, how do you feel about... Have you seen the stuff that's going on now with HBO?
Yeah, I've seen some of their... just the promos and stuff, really, that they're running. And amazingly, the stuff looks really, really similar to HBO's vision, and that's, I assume it's because they kept really true to the author's vision as well. And you know, when I see some of the previews for the HBO series, a lot of this stuff looks very, very similar, costume-wise and really character-wise too.
That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well. Anything coming up that you want to tell us about, or just, I guess, mention your website again and that everybody knows?
It's valerianresin.com, VALYRIAN resin.com, and we still have stock on both the variants and regular versions of both of these. Unfortunately, the license is now going on to HBO, but we might be doing some additional merchandising in conjunction with them. So stay tuned for that.
Cool. Thank you very much for joining us. So thank you very much, Justice, for sitting on the couch with me. And if you guys have not seen those yet, you should go to the Valerian Resin and check that out. and pick those up because I believe even the special editions are still available.
Nice.
And with that HBO show coming right now, it's hot time. You pick them up
Now is the time.
before they're gone.
And we also had some fun footage that you actually took at the Peterson Automotive Museum here in Los Angeles of the Hot Wheels display. Now, was that a temporary display or was that...
No, I think it's permanent.
That's a permanent display.
I think it's a permanent display, and I think Mattel donates like all the new Hot Wheels, and like you could see in it, you'll see some of the molding techniques and the little making of thing. And my dad was in town, and we went to see...
Too soon.
He was in town a long time ago when we shot that, way before. Too soon. So we went, and while we were looking at all the regular cars, all of a sudden we turned the corner and there's this giant Hot Wheels track thing, and you'll see.
She's taking the wheels, wanna see how it feels. She's not coming back tonight, but she's crashing your car like a B-movie star. Broke your heart, playing the part just right. All the unmarked cars on the motorway can't see the road tonight. She's following stars on the motorway tonight. She's in perpetual ride in overdrive. And her mind's blown electrified. Oh my. And all the unmarked cars on the motorway can't see the road tonight. She's following stars on the motorway tonight.
That was awesome. I wish
Yeah.
I had been there for that.
That's cool. You
We'll have
missed
to go
out.
back.
Have
I've been
fun.
there several times and I don't remember seeing... Oh, actually, I think I do remember that, but I don't think there was as much cool stuff
I don't know
there
how
when
you
I
could
went.
miss it. I mean, all those shelves are so reflective, it's kind of hard to see in the video, and it's kind of hard to take pictures of it because everything's just a big mirror. But hopefully you can see it enough.
And it's neat to see the steel molds
Yeah,
that the cars are made from.
yeah. And it's just cool to see the... I mean, they have the Batmobiles in there and like all these old
There's a
TV
Mach
cars.
5 and...
Yeah, I mean, if you're ever in LA, you got to check it out because it's just a lot
pretty
of
cool.
cool like old movie cars. And
Sometimes car clubs have meetings there, like the DeLorean Club or
while we were
Hirsch
walking
Club or
around,
whatever.
there was a few looked like maybe middle school or high school, probably middle school aged kids on a tour. You know, I'm sure the museum has their little docent, is that what they're
Right.
called?
Yes.
That tours them around, and they were bored out of their minds. None of them wanted to be there, which is funny because we paid to go and look at all this stuff, and all these kids are like playing with their phones, like not listening to the guy, and I'm like creeping over, like listening
Trying
in,
to get a
like
free lecture.
looking like a creepy old man listening in on the high school kids.
Well, it's also funny because I remember being happy any day that I got to not... When you're just not in school, it doesn't matter what you're doing. We could have been at a freaking cheese factory, although that would be amazing. Doesn't really matter where you're at.
And you're surrounded by these cool movie cars and stuff. You'd think it would have been a cool place to go, but they
Yeah,
didn't
but when
want...
your phone has the internet,
Yeah.
why do you want to look at the Batmobile?
They didn't want anything to do with it.
Dumb kids. Get off our lawn! All right, so we should have a blind box time.
Let's do it.
Do you guys know what time it is? Blind box time! This blind box time actually happened last year.
Well, let's show it then.
Okay, let's.
It's blind box time, everybody.
I'm Aileen.
I'm Sarah Jo.
I'm George.
I'm Ben.
I'm Scott.
I'm Brandon.
Woohoo! And we're one big, obviously happy family.
Yay!
All right, today for
Or at least
today
friendly.
for our blind box, we're gonna open something that's a little bit older now. These are called Coolby and Friends, and these are from Saizon. You can go to saizon.com, saizon.com.
Thanks for sending those in, Saizon.
Thanks
Yes,
for supplying
thank you.
these. This is how a case would look on a shelf.
Wow.
It's got it all set up. Nice little thing.
Cute. Nice.
Why doesn't everybody pick one?
Okay. For you. For you. I love that everybody has one that they're like, that's the one I need. George.
All right.
All right. Coolby and
So
Friends.
Coolby and Friends.
So as you know, first you have to pick what you want. Frankenstein.
This is Series 1. These retailed for $3.99
Bargain.
Wow.
in I don't know what year.
Wow.
I like the little Frankenstein dude, I think. Or
I
maybe
like
like
the-
the top kid.
Panda. I would take a panda wearing a panda shirt.
That's what I
Frankenstein.
want.
Frankenstein.
We'll go
But
with
there's
the
also
Cy-
two special secrets.
Cylon looking thing in the upper middle.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
Whitehead.
So
All right.
let's do it.
Ben,
Open
did
them
you
up.
say what you wanted?
Frankenstein.
Okay.
One
Everybody
everywhere.
wants Frankenstein.
I know.
One.
It's super
Whoa.
One.
This bag is really thin.
There's a little card
Ooh.
inside.
That's awesome bag.
Brandon can probably open it with one hand.
Probably. He's talented
Frankenstein.
You got the
I can't open it at
Frankenstein.
all.
So I like the back
Oh,
that it's
open at the other end. You didn't
resealable.
have to do that. There's
Oh, I
a
didn't do
flash.
that.
There was a
You can-
hole.
Put it back in.
Oh, it has a little
Oh, wow,
keychain
look at that.
component.
Actually, these are kind of cute.
And
Oh.
also weird.
So it looks like I got the girl.
You got the Hannibal
I got the girl.
I got a
Yeah,
girl.
Hannibal Lecter.
Oh,
They got
Oh,
on
you
there.
got the special secret.
Look
That's
at his
awesome.
life beater. That's rad.
That's
Show that in the
awesome.
camera. You're a little off screen.
Show that in there. Can you guys see that? Cute.
If Hannibal Lecter would be cute.
What do you
Wow.
think
And he's
about-
holding his chain instead of it doesn't go through
Oh
his
yeah.
ear.
Oh, that's
That's
even
pretty
better.
cool.
Yeah.
And he's got round ears. That's so cool.
He's on the Munsky design. Looks like there's
Munsky.
Coolby, Princess C, and Munsky. If you look at the little card that comes inside the thing.
Yeah, I guess we could
Oh, yeah.
learn things.
I
These
guess
are
I got
that's why it's
Princess
Coolby
C.
and Friends.
Princess C.
Cool beans.
Oh right, she has a C on her shirt.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
They are articulated at the head, and mostly have holes through their ears for the keychain,
Which is kind of crappy.
which is weird.
Yeah,
well,
it's,
it makes the paint peel off where they put
It
the
does.
thing through.
Ooh, see, mine doesn't have any paint there, so it's
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Well,
which
no,
one did you get?
Oh yeah, that's kind of weird.
it scratches.
Oh, and yours has a weird ring in it,
Frankenstein is super
and it's
cute.
all beat up and chewed.
Well,
mine didn't have a
Why
ring
did you
through
eat
it.
yours?
mine has a ring,
Oh, mine
and what
has
the
a ring.
ring does is it
Oh,
eats the
nice.
paint
Yeah.
at the head.
Nums.
Mine didn't have that ring.
But
I don't
otherwise,
have a
it's
problem.
pretty cool.
Scott, I need to look at yours.
No.
Scott.
Someone's been
Oh,
quiet,
you got
but he's
the
got
panda
the
with the
panda. on.
panda.
Oh, you got the Frankenstein.
Oh, double panda.
What does it mean?
It's beautiful.
What's funny is that panda is like the World Wildlife Fund panda.
Oh, it is. It does look like
It's
that.
sort of strange.
What'd you
Yeah.
say?
Panda
It is,
kind of
huh?
looks like a raccoon in a weird way.
Kind of a cross-eyed raccoon panda.
It's a raccoon panda wearing
Panda
a
coon.
World
What
Wildlife
doing
Fund
lit-
shirt.
Nah, you,
That's
I don't
totally
know if
what's
you guys
happening
know,
here.
but
You really
Ben's
just-
talking over
not
you,
my-
so everything you're saying is muffled.
Oh, sorry.
What?
Just playing with the toys.
What are you doing
Stop
playing
it.
with toys? I think Brandon wins.
Yeah, this one's pretty good.
Yeah, that pretty much takes all.
All right, so thanks
And
for
a winner.
thanks for watching this. If you want to check these out, go to saizon.com. Hopefully, they're still available. It's Coolby and Friends.
You're cool,
And
B.
thanks for. And those were awesome. Remember that?
No, it was like.
I don't even know what we just saw. Doesn't matter.
All right, so events. Let's get on to events. Events. Happenings.
Do it.
Stuff to do.
We have the Steel City Con. Find toys, comics, and childhood collectibles in Monroeville, Pennsylvania from March 4th to the 6th. It's coming right up, steelcitycon.com.
You can also find zombies in Monroeville.
You can. I've heard that.
Emerald City Comic Con. Can. Let's see. The premier comic book and pop culture convention in the Pacific Northwest is happening in Seattle, Washington from March 4th to March 6th. You can check out emeraldcitycomiccon.com with one C. Comic-Con. not Comic Con.
It's Comic On.
Comic On. And, of course, at the end of the month, Bricks by the Bay. This celebration of Lego as an artistic medium and hobby will be in Santa Clara, California from March 25th to 27th, and Public Expo Day is Sunday the 27th. So check out bricksbythebay.com for more information.
That's it. Wrap it up. Use the coupon code TOYBREAK10 for 10% off at tilted.com and the code TOYBREAK for 20% off at funcrush.com and octobertoys.com.
Also,
visit the website toybreak.com for show notes from this episode or all the past episodes in the archive.
I like watching you do the end thing. Go ahead. You could go and download the shows. You could go to the goodies section and download Paper Toys of Us, generously made by Alexander Gwynn, Zakane, and Castlefort. There's 3 different versions. What? Crazy.
You can make them all fight each other.
Ooh.
You can have Ben fighting Ben fighting Ben. It's an epic battle.
Ben on Ben action.
You can have Ben on Ben action at your house. You could donate by either just donating straight up if you feel like it, or you can buy a pixel set on the Breakers page, or you can buy a poster. You don't want to talk over the donate part. It's the part we want them to hear. Call us and leave us a voicemail, 818-MI-GOOD, or you can record an MP3 and just email it to us at info@toybreak.com, or email us anything else. You have shows coming up in your area and you want us to talk about it, or anything else. Keep up with us on Facebook, toybreak.com/Facebook, facebook.com/toybreak. Strike that, reverse it. Check out our briefs on YouTube, youtube.com/toybreak.
Oh, there's a bunch of stuff happening over there. That's good times.
New things are going up all the time.
You know where else they can see us on YouTube? I didn't.
Where?
Location LA, youtube.com/Location LA.
That's true.
That is a fun little weird side project that we are doing, us and Ben, of course, and our friend Dylan.
True.
So, random little videos from around LA and whatever we're doing.
If the word balls offends you, do not go watch.
Yeah, don't watch if you don't like balls.
And now, here's your toy break.